Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Set, 380. Get the ball. Hey, Alabama.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 52.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
We got double up. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. No chance. Back.
Throwing now is Brady. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. You draw perfect. Hustle.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Draymond Jones in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Benjamin's got it. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Go! Kill it, motion me out. 6-6, bullet high. Mike 54. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dante Hightower picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This is the running back, Powell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard. Gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 10.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Here we go. Check it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shift. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Double up. Joker. 72.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A run with Chubb on 1st down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
If If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's McSorley to throw. Able to find Isabella. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there, and they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
Now this throw caught left side. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, go.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Motion.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch twist. Move.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Protein spill. Switch. Hey, 66.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Wait, that's wide, Eddie. Watch the run. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Tight dog.
On play action, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, go 66.
Now Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
And an alley to run. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Let's go!
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll find Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Down. 18 Gator.
Hey, watch it.
General West. Yo, go.
Motion.
Throwing on second down. McSorley. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try...
And the Raiders have got him. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. So we have reached halftime here in a tight two-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Check 55 to Mike. Yeah. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. We ain't giving up nothing to that.
Looking to throw on second down. McSorley looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. McSorley, 1st and 10. Completes it to Benjamin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Trace McSorley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at halftime. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. On second down, here's Fournette. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam, slam, slam. Right to the end.
Again, it's Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
53. 56, right there, 56. Crunch time, defense. Hey, 66.
Now on second and 13. Brady, it's caught. Beckham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from. And went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Alabama, 380. Got you. Watch tight end. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. No. 72. Deuce. Alert!
Here's Brady to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Record. Check 9.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth.
Wide 80. I got you. 72.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Wait 10. Wait 20. Wait 29. Check. Regular.
Shotgun now for Brady. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Max 50. Hey. Ready.
Throwing on second down, McSorley. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, Delta.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Let's go.
He's able to call his own number for 8th that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, 50 to Mike. 50. Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Lock on, 132 fighter. Hard, hard. Kill. Hey, echo. 5.
Third down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. That ball complete to Isabella. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that...
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Leonard Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will...
And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Darren Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now McSorley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend the guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Greystone, Travis. Hey, zoom.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
You can't block me. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Shift, watch the...
Let's go on. No, 66.
To throw is Brady. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Alert!
Brady to throw. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Shadow!
And open here is Hogan. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Wait, set. Green 80.
29. Rip left, rip left. Switch, switch. Check it back, check it.
Sugar, sugar. Go Bandit.
Now Brady. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen.
Hey, Alabama.
Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
90 Wolf.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Raiders, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.